Two, welcome to the show. I ain't got a talent, man. I appreciate you. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm blessed, and thanks for having me.
No doubt. Let's get into it. How you get the name Two? Formerly Two Minds, and now you go by Two.
Well, my name was Two. My dad's name was Tim, and I'm the second one. They call me Two. And also, the whole Two Minds thing came. I was working with G. I mean, shout out to G too.
Shout out to G.
Still doing his music band. Y'all actually both taught me a lot about FL. So yeah, I was going by Two Minds. Well, we both were, and I started carrying the torch, and that's how that came about.
Okay, got you. And now you just Two, right?
Just Two, man, because I figure listening to the word said an unstable mind, unstable man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unstable in all his ways.
All his ways, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Exactly. You caught that for me.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your talent, man? I ain't got a talent. I started this thinking about when I was younger. I didn't think I had a talent, or the stuff I was good at, I kind of looked down on it or didn't think it was important enough. But I believe everybody got at least one thing. Everybody might not have identified it yet, but what's your talent?
I would say music in general, all aspects, including production, engineering, all that, etc.
Yeah. How you get into it? Like how you find out?
Man.
How did you find out? Like, man, this is where my gift is, or my passion. How did you find that?
Ever since I was little, I used to play records and spin records for my grandma and her friends upstairs. I'd be in the basement, and once I got a hold of FL Studio, well, Fruity Loops, as it used to be called. That was back FL Studio 3.
Man,
that was a minute. Yeah, so I've been on it ever since, heavy.
So let's talk a little bit about, was there any influential people in your life that helped you notice your gift? Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I was always good at the knowledge of music because I would read the albums, like who produced it, who mixed it, all that stuff. But as far as like fantasy production, you was an influence.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I used to watch you doing stuff, you and G doing stuff. Y'all were like kind of under me. And I was just like studying, soaking it up like a sponge.
Yeah. And I asked that question too because I know a lot of times our parents are like some of the first people that notice our gifts, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not the parents. Sometimes it's your peers. I remember when I first got into music, we was freestyling back then.
Right.
That's kind of how I developed that love for music. We would freestyle for hours,
Oh man. Until we got tired.
Man, so that's when I kind of developed that love. As far as music, man, what are some of the lessons you have learned from music? Have you learned any life lessons?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I learned, like, even with life and this music thing combined, being persistent, you get better.
Yep.
Like relationships in my life, working on things, getting better. Music production, getting better if you keep working on it. Putting in them 10,000 hours.
Right. Persistence, like going after, just keep at it. Whatever it is, just keep at it, man. That's important. I don't care if it's 5 minutes a day, right? 10 minutes a day. Like
exactly.
Like you mentioned Fruity Loops earlier. Back in the day, we'd be on Fruity Loops. I ain't had no job back then, so I could be on Fruity Loops from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning. And
yes, sir.
Just clicking on buttons to see what they do. Just getting better. But I did it like every day because it was just, you know what I mean? It grabbed my attention like that. Talk a little about your music experience. How has it evolved from when you started?
Buying records from Goodwills, garage sales, everything. When I first started, I was just like looping samples, finding 4-bar loops, 2-bar loops, adding drums to it. So the involvement came in when I started chopping samples, doing more creative things with it. And actually, yeah, I guess consider doing way more creative things with it. Put in them 10,000 hours with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes not using no samples at all. You know, so definitely evolved a lot.
Yeah. So you talk about samples. Is that like one of your favorite things to incorporate in music, or is it like just something you enjoy?
Yeah, man. I love to incorporate samples. I mean, I love putting in the music that I actually love. You know, so if I hit this song probably about a couple months ago,
Yeah.
just playing around.
Right.
But I normally use a lot of royalty-free stuff, you know.
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to your gift, have you ever devalued your gift? Have you ever looked down on it? Have you ever devalued it?
Honestly, I think I have. I think people made me feel like I should devalue it. Because people like, man, you just sample. That's it. Like, that's easy.
Yeah.
But hearing different sounds and different parts of music, that's not like an easy thing to develop as far as your ear. You gotta have a good ear.
Like right now, you got a certain type of music that has like the majority, right? That's out there. The music that's out there, or mainstream, I should say. It's a majority of type of music. So when somebody's doing something different, why say like all you do is sample, or and maybe we all do that, you know what I mean? But it's like that should be kind of celebrated to me when I think about it, because you're doing something and you're perfecting it. You know what I mean? When you keep at it, that same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with like, you know, trying to try some new stuff or trying something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I see value in that basically, in sticking to what you do best.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I think of like Timberland. He had some hot beats, right? But a lot of his beats, you can hear a lot of the same drums, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Pharrell. Same thing with Kanye. You know what I mean? They use some of that same type of stuff. As far as like social media, where can people reach you at if they want to beat, if they want to get in contact with you?
Okay, well, I'm on IG at #2 MILLII. 2 Millie. Twitter, I'm at the producer name 2. And on Facebook, I'm 2 the producer, 2 for the producer, for 2 with the producer Waller.
Okay.
Yeah. And producer name 2.com. So, that's that.
Cool. Before we get off the interview, talk a little bit about some of the skills that you think a producer should have.
Okay. Well, first, definitely gotta have the ear. That's number one. You gotta be able to hear sounds, and you gotta have that mindset to want to progress. You gotta have some dope drums. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So, yeah, if your drums ain't nice, I have a hard time out here.
He said, I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, I gotta be real with you. I don't want to lead y'all wrong.
All right. Once again, man, 2, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt. This is I Ain't Got a Talent. Peace.
Peace.